And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 61. Let me show you how we can put images into letters. And it's a combination of the clipping mask effect that I've shown you in the last tutorials and a layer mask effect. Let me add an image here. I'll rename that with a double click in the layers menu. Let me use the type tool. Horizontal type, I'll make that NYC. And I want to use a different style. Or hopefully Photoshop hasn't crashed. Let me try again. Now here we are. I use ultra black to have a thick font and I size it up. Afterwards I press Ctrl A to select it all. I've got the move to active and I can center it with the top functions right here. So now our text is in center. We can bring back the image. I want to put it on top of my text. Go down with the opacity so that I can reposition that where I want it to be. I want the statue on the Y and should exceed it a little bit with the head and the arm. I have to resize that and I hold Alt when I do. Then I press Enter to confirm. I bring back the opacity to 100%. And now right click, create clipping mask. So this is half of the effect. But I want to have the head as I've said and the arm. And to do that, we'll have to copy this image first. So let me release the clipping mask again. Then Ctrl J to copy. I clip the first one to the text. So if I make the top one the copy invisible, we've got this effect. And then the top one gets a layer mask. I've introduced that in earlier tutorials, so if this is totally new to you, check out my playlist. By default, the layer mask is fully white and I'm on it in the layers menu. Now I make my foreground color black and I use the paint bucket tool, left click on it, and this will make the layer mask fully black and therefore we can't see our copy, the image copy anymore. Now I switch to the brush tool, then I make the foreground color white. And if I now left click drag, you can see I can bring back this image. That's what we want. Then press Ctrl Z. Let me try 25 at first for a rough outline. I'll zoom in. As I've said, I want to have the head here and the arm. So just left click, go over this roughly. Like so. Now I'll switch the colors to black in the foreground again and I size the brush down further. And then I paint over the parts that I don't want to keep. And this now, I would say, the tedious part. The more time you invest, the better results will look. Once again, if this is totally new to you, I've done a detailed tutorial about layer masks in this playlist for learning Photoshop in a year. Alright, but now that looks good. I press Ctrl 0. We're almost there. But I also want to add a stroke effect to the text. To do that, I'll just right click on the text layer, use the blending options, check the box for stroke, and I'll switch to the stroke to adjust it. I don't want to have it red, I want to have it black. That's a little bit too thick, I think. So let me go down with the size to 5. That looks better, I confirm. Now let me squeeze the letters together here. And this is how I can recreate this effect. So it's a clipping mask first, and with a copy of the image, you add this layer mask effect. And this is how these image and letter effects in Photoshop are done. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.